The unexplained tale of the moon-eyed people. Who really knows what's out there? An in-depth exploration of Appalachia's ancient enigma. The Appalachian Mountains, one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world, holds secrets far older than the United States itself. Among the most haunting and persistent legends is that of the moon-eyed people, a mysterious race of pale, nocturnal beings said to have lived in the region long before the Cherokee and other Native American tribes. Were they an unknown indigenous civilization? A lost group of pre-Columbian Europeans? Or something even more extraordinary? This documentary dives deep into the myths, historical accounts, archaeological evidence, and modern theories surrounding these enigmatic figures, separating fact from folklore and examining why this legend endures. The legend of the moon-eyed people. Cherokee oral traditions. The most detailed accounts of the moon-eyed people come from Cherokee oral history, passed down through generations. Key elements include physical appearance, described as small in stature, with pale white skin, light-colored hair, and large, round eyes that reflected light like an animal's. Their eyes were extremely sensitive to sunlight, forcing them to live underground or only emerge at night. Behavior and abilities. They were said to be skilled builders, possibly responsible for ancient stone structures found in the region. Some legends claim they had mystical or supernatural abilities, such as foresight or communication with spirits, conflict and disappearance. The Cherokee reportedly waged war against them, driving them out of their caves and tunnels. Some versions say they were not violent but simply different, leading to their expulsion. A few legends suggest they retreated deeper into the mountains or vanished entirely. Other Native American accounts, Creek, and Choctaw traditions. Similar beings appear in stories from neighboring tribes, sometimes called nightwalkers or ghost-eyed ones. Eastern Algonquian tribes. Some coastal tribes spoke of pale, bearded men who came from the west, possibly linking to the moon-eyed people. Possible symbolism in the myth. Some anthropologists suggest the moon people may represent a metaphor for fear of the unknown, a folk memory of an actual tribe with albinism or genetic mutations, a supernatural explanation for unexplained ruins in the region. Historical records and early European accounts. Governor John Sevier's account. One of the earliest written records comes from John Sevier, the first governor of Tennessee. In a letter, he recounted a conversation with Chief Oconostota of the Cherokee, who told him, "There was a race of people who lived here before the Cherokee. They were called the moon-eyed people because they could not see in daylight. They were small, white, and had large eyes. They built many of the old stoneworks in these mountains." Sevier speculated they might have been Welsh explorers, tying into the Prince Madoc legend. Benjamin Smith Barton's research. The botanist and ethnography. Benjamin Smith Barton wrote in New Views of the Origin of the Tribes and Nations of America that the Cherokee spoke of a people who were meaning they could see better at night than in the day. They were fair-skinned and had been driven out long ago. Maurice Griffith's 19th-century findings. A Welsh explorer named Maurice Griffith claimed to have found ancient Welsh inscriptions in Tennessee caves, fueling theories of pre-Columbian European contact. The Prince Madoc theory. Were they Welsh explorers? One of the most controversial theories is that the moon-eyed people were Welsh colonists who arrived in America centuries before Columbus. The legend of Prince Madoc, according to Welsh folklore, Prince Madoc ab o Ein Gwynedd sailed west in 1170 AD. After a family dispute, he allegedly landed in North America, establishing settlements. Later expeditions supposedly found Welsh-speaking Native Americans. Evidence supporting the theory: stone forts similar to Welsh architecture, Structures like Fort Mountain, Georgia, resembled Iron Age European, Welsh-inspired petroglyphs. The Bat Creek stone was initially claimed to have Welsh, Ogham script DNA and linguistic traces. Some Cherokee words bear odd similarities to Welsh, though mainstream scholars dismiss this as coincidence. Counterarguments and skepticism. Most archaeologists reject the Madoc theory, citing lack of definitive evidence. The Bat Creek stone was likely a hoax or misinterpretation. No Welsh artifacts have been conclusively found. Archaeological clues. Who built these mysterious structures? Several ancient stone constructions in Appalachia have been linked to the Moon-Eyed people. 1. Fort Mountain, Georgia. An 855-foot-long stone wall atop a mountain with no clear purpose. Cherokee called it the Old Fort of the Strangers. Some believe it was a ceremonial site or defensive structure. 2. Judaculla Rock, North Carolina. A massive soapstone boulder covered in petroglyphs. Cherokee legend says it was made by Judaculla, a giant slant-eyed being possibly connected to the Moon-Eyed people. 3. The Old Stone Fort, Tennessee. A prehistoric Native American ceremonial enclosure dating back 1,500 to 2,000 years. Some suggest it was built by an earlier, unknown culture. Many Appalachian caves contain strange markings and carvings. Some local legends say the Moon-Eyed people lived underground to avoid sunlight. Modern theories. From aliens to lost civilizations. 1. The extraterrestrial hypothesis. Some UFO researchers proposed the Moon-Eyed people were aliens adapted to low light. Comparisons to greys. 2. A lost human subspecies. Could they have been an isolated group with genetic mutations, similar to Homo floresiensis, a small, ancient human relative? 3. Supernatural entities. Parallels to European dwarves, fairies, or night people myths. Some cryptid researchers link them to Appalachian shadow people, or the moth. The legacy of the Moon-Eyed people today. Influence on Appalachian folklore, still referenced in local ghost stories and cryptid lore. Featured in books, podcasts, and paranormal documentaries. Ongoing research and expeditions. Archaeologists continue studying Appalachian stone structures. Amateur historians search for cave systems linked to the legend. Why does this mystery endure? Humans are fascinated by lost civilizations and pre-Columbian mysteries. The idea of an unknown ancient people in America challenges mainstream history. Conclusion. An unsolved enigma. The Moon-Eyed people remain one of America's greatest unexplained legends. Whether they were a forgotten tribe, early European explorers, or something beyond our understanding, their story lingers in the misty hills of Appalachia waiting to be rediscovered.